Right, here's another one. I'm editing now the this Zoom call. You can even see in the audio track whenever Amanda's speaking.
Like me, you may have heard on the news about how
it's quite quiet, and whenever Claire is speaking,
and that job
it's much louder. So I'm going to jump in and try and balance them out a bit, because it's one clip. Obviously, if I'm start editing, it's like changing it, it's going to affect it all. Now there's two ways to do that. I mean, one way is just just before she starts talking, do the control backslash and cut it into 2 videos, and then whoops, you can boost that audio. That is fine, really. Probably
and your role to start with. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Amanda, for
that's one way of doing it. The other way is you can use keyframes, which is, so this line that we edited before, you can put like little points on that line where it changes. So if you hold Alt and click on the line, you get a red blob. If you sort of put 2 next to each other, now when I stretch this line, you can see those 2 there. I can move these knobbles around so you get a fade or something. Obviously what I want is it to stay flat, and then these 2 sit next to each other and just sort of quickly fade level between the 2. I can adjust these. Now what you have to watch out for is if you're using this. Now this is in keyframe mode. If I start editing this, it's going to just give me 1 point. So it's going to edit 1 point in time. You see it's created itself a little red blob there, which is often not what you actually want. And you can, this little red diamond here shows me that I'm on a keyframe at the moment, and these little arrows move the timeline to where those keyframe points are. So, and then if I click the red, the one I'm on that I just created by accident will go away. So now I'm going to move to the end of that bit. So I think Amanda talks again here, does she?
Thank you for that. And can you tell us about what things look like in the refuge in Worcester at the moment?
Oh, that's a bit weird there, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to put 2 points and hope for the best. And then 2 more where that ends. Bring it back down.
In Worcester at the moment. Well, we're full. We're always.
Just going to move those over there.
Well, we're
actually, that was better as it was, because that end bit's a bit odd.
Full. Moment. Well, we're full. We're always full. Without Claire's going to tell.
I'm going to boost that. You can sort of do this by eye almost. You can see when these blocks of audio are sort of similar levels.